April was really April-ing, and it was very cold one day and extremely hot the next. So my perfume tray that I prepared was, I don't know, I didn't really feel it a lot of days. So you will see not as much perfumes in this video in general, but also some perfumes that were not on my tray, but were just fitting the specific weather that day. But let's start out with one that I did not show you on my perfume tray, but I have been wearing it almost every day to go to bed, which is Une Pistache by Obvious. And this is a brand I have a discovery set of, and I do like a lot of their perfumes. But this one, it got me, of course, because of the name. And I thought this will be my pistachio perfume. But it's not my pistachio perfume, even though I like it a lot. And you can see I put quite a big dent in it already, and I just have been wearing it this month. But it's just a perfect bedtime scent to me, and I feel like it will be perfect for like a cool spring day or like a cozy fall day. Perfect if you want something cozy and comforting. This definitely is a gourmand scent, and it is creamy and it is sweet, but it has some notes in there which I do get more than pistachio per se, and I will spray it. Yeah, to me, it smells, oh my god, it smells so good. This to me is an almond scent, but it's one of the best almond scents I have ever smelled. I know that almond is being used in so many perfumes, and I usually don't really fancy it that much. And in here, it is so smooth, so elegantly blended into the other notes, and it's just special, but I don't know, easy to wear at the same time. So it has carrot and cardamom in the top, which you definitely do get. It is like a spiciness in the beginning, and it stays like that until the very dry down on my skin. Then it's super creamy. It has the notes of heliotrope, which is very prominent in here, the pistachio milk, and it is creamy and milky indeed, and frankincense, which I do get something resinous in here. And then the base is, to me, very prominent. There's musk, sandalwood, and cashmere in here. And I do get all of those three notes. And I would say it is mostly about musk, sandalwood, cashmere, which maybe give me this almondy kind of feeling. And then the slight spiciness. And it's, as I said, it's so comforting and creamy and cozy, just like the 59 by Sol de Janeiro, but something else. But it's the exact same feeling that I get. And this is not a beast mode. So to me, it's perfect to wear to bed because it doesn't suffocate me, but I can smell it. And also, if I have it on my pajama, I will smell it the next couple of days. And it's just beautiful. It's very beautiful, though I don't get like the pistachio. I don't really get it. I don't know if it's maybe like an artificial pistachio scent that all of those perfumers use and I don't really get, but I'm searching for the pistachio smell that literally smells like yummy pistachios that you just ate, if you know what I mean. Let's continue with another creamy perfume, and this one was on my perfume tray, and this is Prada Paradoxe Intense. And this is one of the perfumes I wore the most in April because it is just perfect for that kind of weather, because it gives you the warm weather feelings, but it's also deep enough and sweet enough so that you can smell it even though it's maybe not as warm as you thought it would be, if you know what I mean. This is so addictive. It's so underrated. I love it. And I love it so much more than the original, I always tell you. This is almost beast mode. On my skin, this is so long lasting. I can smell it, others can smell me. It has a very good performance. And this is a sweet, floral, fruity, creamy scent. It's all about pear and bergamot in the top. Then you have neroli and jasmine in the heart, and in the base you have amber fix, a lot of synthetic notes as well as vanilla. To me, this is all about pear, jasmine, vanilla, and maybe some ambroxan in the base, making it super long lasting and kind of edgy, if you know what I mean. And I think the synthetic notes in here remind me of something I would smell from Juliet Has a Gun, because I feel like they have quite a similar DNA. But this is so creamy. The vanilla is super creamy and sweet, but then it gets a little bit more elegant because of the florals and freshened up by these citrusy fruits. But it's not a fresh scent. It's just not as heavy and sweet as it could be. And I just feel like it's something perfect as an everyday scent, a signature scent, also perfect for spring and summer into the fall time. But as I said, could be a signature. You could wear it all year round. And speaking of sweet vanilla creamy scents, I did wear Angélique Noire by Guerlain quite a lot because I usually do not wear it as much. To me, it's such a special perfume. I don't know why, but I never gravitate towards it, even though I love the smell of it. It's such a delicate green vanilla perfume. This is so unique. I have never smelled anything like it, and it's the DNA that I do like because it is unique enough that I don't have 15 other perfumes that smell like it, but it is easy to wear at the same time. So this to me is more a, I would say, fall until early spring scent, or I did wear it to bed maybe like 2 times and I enjoyed it, but I felt so guilty. But then on the other hand, I'm like, you should wear your perfumes, doesn't matter where to, just wear them and enjoy them. So that's what I did. This is so cozy, so comforting as well, but totally different from Une Pistache, for example. So this has the notes of angelica seed and pear and pink pepper in the top, which I feel like are very prominent. Actually, every single note you can detect. There is jasmine and caraway in the heart, which sounds very difficult for me, but it just gives it something spicy and edgy. And I always say, to me it smells a little bit like bubblegum, pink bubblegum, exactly. And I don't know if it's the jasmine that reminds me of tuberose, because they are both white florals, not too sure, but to me it smells a little bit like tuberose. And it's fun, it's playful because of that. But then in the base you have the vanilla, and it's the most beautiful, smooth, creamy, sweet vanilla that smells elegant. It's such an elegant scent. You have angelica root as well and cedarwood. I think the cedarwood is the only note that I don't really detect, but it's so beautiful. It's perfect for special occasions, but you could wear it as a signature scent as well, as an everyday scent. It's not very loud, but it's also not quiet. It's like the perfect balance, and the lasting power is good, and it's just beautiful. You have to get your nose on this line by Guerlain. They have so many beautiful scents in there. And then all of a sudden it got super, super hot, and I did not crave any of the perfumes on my tray, but I did crave this one. So I put quite a dent in this too. This is a small, tiny, cute bottle of Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. I don't know why they drew something like that, but anyway, that's the name. I smelled all of the perfumes in this collection a few months ago, and I liked, I think, all of them, which is rare. But I wasn't blown away by any. But I did have this in the back of my mind, and then it got on a very good sale, so I ordered it, and I do not regret it. It's not a strong scent on me. It's actually quite weak, so I have to overspray, which is why I have this big dent in it, because I did not wear it as much in April, but still. And this is such a fun summery scent. It's more of a summery scent. I wouldn't really recommend it for spring because it's so juicy and fruity and not as fresh as I would like a typical spring scent to be, but this is so nice. So this has kiwi in the top and orange. And then in the heart, it has rose and jasmine. And in the base, it has ambrette and white musk. To me, it's all about the fruits. This does not smell like ambrette. Or it has the musk. It has the musk that I always talk about, that I do not like in those fruity perfumes. But everyone keeps combining fruits with musk. But in here, I do like it on my skin, or I don't really get it on my skin as much. I get it when I smell it like that, but not on my skin. On my skin, it's super fruity and fun and happy. It's a very young and fun smelling scent without feeling juvenile, because it has the very elegant rose and jasmine in there, keeping it more tame. And it's an easy grab. I do not feel like anybody's gonna hate this. If you're into fruity scents, this is such a fun one, but the performance is not the best. Then we have Chloé. This is the Chloé L'Eau de Parfum Lumineuse, and this was released last year. And I told you already, I did not hear anybody talk about it except for one YouTuber, which I'm very grateful for, because I did not know about this perfume. And this is so nice. I had it on my nightstand for some reason, so I did wear it to bed a few nights as well, but I wasn't really feeling the fruitiness of it all, and I was craving more like the Une Pistache or the Angélique Noire. But I put it onto my perfume tray, and I did wear it quite a lot, which you cannot really see that much. And it is not the best performer, so I did have to overspray. But the thing is, with this one, when I oversprayed, I did not get past 4 hours, I would say. But with this one, when I oversprayed it, I could smell it after maybe like 7 to 8 hours still, which I was very impressed by. But what does it smell like? It has the main accords of sweet floral and fruity, with notes of amber, jasmine, rose, balsamic notes, and vanilla. I don't know why, but to me, this is super fruity. This is such a fruity scent on my skin, and I don't know what I'm missing, because there are no fruits listed. I don't know why, but this is, I would say these are in the same family, but like more like cousins. They are not sisters. They are not as close. But still, it is a vanilla scent to me, just like this one is. It does have jasmine in here, which this one has as well. And then it has the fruitiness. So they have the similar notes, but then this one is a lot more Chloé. I don't know how to describe it, but I do feel like this is a good flanker to the original. A lot of times, like this one, I do not feel like it smells like the original to me on my skin. This one does. It has this specific Chloé DNA that I personally enjoy, but it's different enough that I feel like it's good in my collection. And also the Chloé one, a lot of people around me wear as a signature scent, so I don't really wear it because it reminds me of other people, but this one I do wear and I enjoy. The original Chloé, however, is so strong, and this one, as I said, is not as strong. I adore the bottle. But as I said, this to me is a vanilla scent that is definitely floral, but they are very elegantly thrown in there. It's not like a very sharp floral that is in here, maybe because of the balsamic notes and the amber, which gives it something smooth and more mature than the other ones, but it's still not a very mature scent. It's actually very easy to wear, and I can see a lot of people loving this scent. Then I wanted to wear Arizona Bloom more, and this is from Floral Street. And when I got this small size, I was very mad at myself because I thought, I love the scent so much, why didn't you get the full bottle? But now that I have been wearing it, I'm just not sure if I should get a full bottle because, first of all, so many people describe it the same and I don't get those notes. Second of all, I smell it in the air and I smell it on the test strip. I don't smell it on my skin. I'm anosmic to it. I don't know what's with this perfume, but I sprayed it liberally. I sprayed so much of this perfume and I cannot smell it on myself. And I did not receive any compliments, so I feel like nobody's smelling it. I don't know what's wrong here, but I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should give it some more time or maybe wear it a few months later on, because sometimes I'm anosmic to something and then all of a sudden I can smell it. But let's talk about the scent first. So this has the accords of aquatic, synthetic, floral, woody, and creamy with notes of, and they sound so good, cashmere wood, coconut, fig leaf, jasmine, pepper, musk, and oak moss. And I was so happy because I am on the hunt for the perfect coconut scent that does not feel heavy and sunscreen like. I do not enjoy those very heavy vanilla coconut scents or tiare with coconut, or what else do they, frangipani with coconut. Usually I don't really enjoy it on my skin. I love to like smell it from afar, but not on my skin. And I want to smell the coconut, but I do not smell it. I don't smell it. To me, it smells like a molecule type of scent, like Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, Another 13, Molecule 02, those ambroxany perfumes, maybe a splash of the Molecule 01, which is ISO E Super, mixed in with fig leaf. And if you like the note of figs, fig leaves, this is very nice if you like molecule type of scents. It has the jasmine in here, which gives it this more feminine touch, because otherwise I feel like it would be very unisex, maybe leaning slightly masculine. Also because there is the pepper, the musk, the oak moss, and the cashmere wood. So it makes it quite woody and green and fresh and a little bit peppery. But then the jasmine makes it a little bit more feminine, as I said. And the coconut maybe makes it slightly creamy, but just in the slightest. To me, it's not a very creamy scent. It's more like a fresh, woody type of scent. And I adore those bottles. I adore the idea. But as I said, I don't get it on my skin. And I don't know what to do about it. So I feel like because I have this small bottle, I will have it in my handbag. And if I want to reach for a perfume, I can just spray it. And maybe a miracle will happen and I get to smell it in a couple of months. I don't think that this was on my perfume tray, but once it cooled down, I was craving something else. So this was perfect. And I was so shocked because this performance is incredible on my skin. So this is Ariana Grande's Matte Vanilla, which is quite new to my collection actually. And when I first smelled it in stores, both of the ones in this collection, they were so fleeting. I couldn't really detect them on my skin and I was so underwhelmed. And then I tried it again and again and again. and now I love both of them so much. So this to me is so unique and niche smelling, but it's not unique in the niche world, but in the celebrity world, this is so unique and niche to me. It does have the cloud Baccarat Rouge DNA in the background, and I feel like it's because of the praline and the musk, and then it shares quite a few notes with Silk Santal by Kayali. And I know I have been telling you that it will be back in stock. That is what I heard, but I don't know when. But until then, or maybe if you do not want to purchase the Kayali one, this is such a great alternative to me because it has musk, it has the pink freesia, it has plum, so it's a little bit fruity. The other one has nectarine in there. It has the praline, it has the vanilla, so it's quite sugary and sweet, and cocoa butter and orris butter. So this is sweet and gourmand and creamy, but it has this almost like spicy sweetness to it, reminding me a little bit of the Billie Eilish, the original one, the spiciness that is in there, but this is a lot more fruity and gourmand, and the other one is also a little bit more dry to me. This is more rich, and this is one where I sprayed it on, and in the evening I could still smell it. When I decided on my bedtime scent for that day, I could smell this one still, so I did not wear anything to bed that night because it was such a strong performer, and this is so inexpensive, especially if you get it on like a good deal. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed, and I love the Maud blush as well. And I'm making mental notes every time I talk about one of those two to try out the rest of the Ariana Grande range. So I really have to do it. And the last one that I wore in April is this one. This is MAC Turquatic, and this was a blind buy. I got it on a great deal, so I just picked it up. I really wanted to get Velvet Teddy, but I cannot find it anymore, and I was so happy when I saw this, so I just grabbed it. It sounded very nice, and I'm very confused about it. I feel like, you know, a lot of people say with Arabic perfumes you have to spray them, let them sit, and then come back to them. That's what I feel like I had to do with this, because the first few wears, maybe like 2 wears, I did not smell anything, or it smelled just like alcohol, and I was like, where is the perfume? Is the perfume smelling just like alcohol? I don't think so. And then maybe after the 3rd or 4th wear time, I was like, oh, now I see, now I get it. And now if I smell the bottle, it's super strong. But the first wears were really weak and strange. But this is more of a summer scent. I have to say, I like the bottle, but this is super sharp. You could scratch yourself easily, and I don't know why they did that, but other than that, I do enjoy the bottle and I do enjoy the scent. So it actually has quite a high rating. This has the main accords of aquatic, fresh, and citrus with notes of lotus, cedar, orris, cottonwood, and mineral water. And this to me is an easy to wear aquatic scent. Back in the day, maybe like 10 years ago, I was really into my aquatic scents, and then I was not at all because I overwore those. And this one is just something to get you started into the aquatic type of perfumes. It's not too watery, if you know what I mean. It doesn't smell of the sea. It's just watery. It basically smells like lotus flower to me, and I love the note of lotus flower, and it was the reason why I got it in the first place. And you can smell the cedar and the woodiness, and it has something fresh about it as well, which is why it reminds me a little bit of Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. They share this freshness, and I feel cooled down every time I wear it, and I feel the same with the Light Blue and perfumes like that. So on a very hot day, this is perfect because it makes you feel fresh and cool down, and it's not too difficult to wear. And the only thing is, I don't know if you can see, but I wore almost half of it already, and I just sprayed it this month, like last month. So I had to overspray quite a bit with this. It isn't weak, but it's also not a long-lasting perfume, and especially on me, as I said, the first couple of times I sprayed so much because I did not smell anything. Now it got a little bit better, and I feel like I don't have to spray as much, but still I overspray quite a bit. But it's not something that is a problem for me because it's something you can overspray with no problems at all. And it's just a very happy scent that's perfect, as I said, for the very hot days. That is not a super fruity, typically summer scent, but more aquatic. But still it has something sweet in there to make it not super unisex, if you know what I mean. So these were the perfumes I wore the most in April. Please let me know which perfumes you wore the most last month. And I'm so excited to choose the perfumes to wear in May because it gets more and more warm. And I love those types of scents. Let me know which ones you want to wear in May as well. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.